Shalom, Ahab, Wa, Baraka. You know, I thought for sure that one of the elders would bring this out, but on this weekend that just passed, from Palmdale to Lancaster, they actually had blocked off an area by the cops, as you can see, and you see those chariots in the background. I mean, huge chariots. These people were stuck on the freeway for hours watching these chariots. And this right here, that right there, with the way that chariot drops down, you see that? Remember how the guy had the dream and he said even the chariots came down in style. So I'm just going to get a few random verses reminding us that the chariots are mentioned in the scripture. One of my most favorite verses that mentions the chariots is Isaiah 66:15. For behold, Yahweh will come with fire and his chariots like a whirlwind to render his anger and fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. So the reason why they're blocking off these roads, because they don't know what's going to happen next. What they do know is that the people that understand this book, they don't know if these chariots are ready to bring forth that fury and anger, but they know they've done wrong. So this completely proves that we're running out of time. Let's get another one. Revelation chapter 11, KJV. And let's go down to the point which is in verse 12, I think. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Those are what's hidden in the clouds. These chariots, look how they come down in style too. They just coming down in style, just drop right down all fresh. So this is real. This is really happening. They've given you movies. They've told you stories that that there's aliens coming and we have to fight to save the world. No, that's not how it's going down. That's not what happened. So what's really happening is Peter's 2 Peter's chapter 3, 10 through 12. But the day of Yahweh will come like a thief, and then the heavens will pass away with a roar, and the heavenly bodies will be burned up and dissolved, and the earth and the works that are done on it will be exposed. Since all these things are thus to be dissolved, what sort of people ought you to be in lives of holiness and godliness, waiting for and hastening the coming of the day of Yahweh, because of which the heavens will be set on fire and dissolve, and the heavenly bodies will melt as they burn. And that's not the King James Version either. Let me get that in the King James. Let me get that in the King James Version, guys. I hate reading outside of the King James because I like to read the King James first and then the outside. I think that was the NIV, because I always like to put the NIV on you first, like that's the real version, but then when you go to Matthew 18 and 11, it's not even in there, so you know that they've removed scriptures from the Bible. You don't want to read that book unless, like, you know, isolated verses once in a while. But let's go to the King James Version. Let's read it now. This is 2 Peter 3, 10 through 12. But the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away like a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. This is beautiful because you know that Putin's been threatening to send these arrows that will not come back void. We've got the chariots in the sky. We've got the arrows being ready to be sent. People, this is getting ready to happen. This is getting ready to happen. You don't want to be on the wrong side of the fence when Yahweh returns. Like it says, he's going to come as a thief in the night. And it's literally, you don't know when he's going to. And what does it say about the thief? If the good man of the house knew that when the thief was coming, he'd be waiting for him. So you know that Yahweh Shai is coming. You should be preparing yourself and waiting for him. The signs are being shown. And with that being said, if you got eyes to see and ears to hear, Palmdale, California got shut down this last weekend that just passed for hours. And these chariots were out there for a long time. Let's watch it drop one more time. Look at that, coming down in style. So, with that being said, if you got eyes to see, if you got ears to hear, and you can see these prophecies and hear the scriptures and put it all together, I hope that you got something out of this message. Shalom.